中高生の基礎英語
In English.
Welcome to the show, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Gary Scott Fine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah Grace. I'm so happy you're here today.
Hello, I'm 中村陸 Let's have a wild week.
A wild week.
All right, then, let's start the lesson.
Topic 12, Day 1.
Let's warm up by chatting about this week's topic.
This week's topic question is, do you ask questions in class? Do you ask questions in class?
In class means during class, while your lesson in school is happening.
Right. To ask a question in class means to ask your question while everybody in the class is right there, watching and listening.
Yeah. Riku, in your school, do students often ask questions in class?
Yes.
Oh. Do you think it's the same at other schools in Japan?
Yes.
Oh, good.
When I was in school in the United States, junior high school, and college, students asked lots of questions in class. How about you, Hannah?
When I was in high school, I think it depended on the student and the class. The teachers wanted us to ask questions, so some of my classes were very lively.
This week, we'll talk about reasons for asking or not asking questions in class. Now, let's take a look at this week's dialogue.
In the last dialogue, during a break at school, Ken tried to tell Saki he likes her.
But it didn't go so well. This time, we'll hear the second part of that conversation.
I wanted to say I really like...
Go on.
I really like how you participate in class.
Huh?
You know, you always raise your hand. I wish I could do that.
Why don't you?
I usually don't know the answers.
That's why I ask questions.
It takes courage to ask questions. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Asking is better than going home with lots of questions.
If I ask questions, I'll waste everyone's time. I just ask my friends after class.
Well, it's the teacher's job to teach us. Besides, there may be other people with the same question.
I never thought of that.
We're almost out of time, Ken. And I want to read this page again before math starts.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It was nice talking with you.
Well, what happened?
Huh? I couldn't tell her. Not in front of everybody. I'll find another way.
Oh.
Riku, which words were you able to catch?
Teachers and class?
Class.
Good. Ken couldn't tell Saki he likes her, not in front of everybody. But he did tell her something he likes about her. He's trying.
New words.
New phrases.
The first one is participate. Participate.
To participate means to take part, to join something that other people are doing.
Yes. In the dialogue, Ken says to Saki, I really like how you participate in class.
He means he likes the way that Saki takes part in class actively. She just sit there.
Riku, do you participate actively in your classes at school?
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Of course. Of course, you don't have to speak to participate. Listening carefully is a way of participating.
Sure. You can take part by paying careful attention to what people are saying.
Right. Another way to participate in class is by asking questions.
Or by answering the teacher's questions.
Yes. And how can you show that you want to ask or answer a question?
That's our next new phrase. Raise one's hand. Raise one's hand.
To raise one's hand means to hold one's hand up in the air with the hand open.
Right. That's a signal that you have something to say.
In the dialogue, Ken says to Saki, "You always raise your hand." That means Saki often has a question or an answer or an opinion she wants to share.
Riku, when do you raise your hand in class?
I want to say the answer.
When you want to say the answer?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Our last phrase today is embarrass. Embarrass.
To embarrass someone means to cause someone to feel shy or uncomfortable or bad. Ken doesn't want to ask questions in class. He says, "I don't want to embarrass myself."
Yes. If you embarrass yourself, it means you've done something to make yourself feel uncomfortable and you want to hide or run away.
Now, let's listen to the dialogue one more time.
I wanted to say I really like...
Go on.
I really like how you participate in class.
Huh?
You know, you always raise your hand. I wish I could do that.
Why don't you?
I usually don't know the answers.
That's why I ask questions.
It takes courage to ask questions. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Asking is better than going home with lots of questions.
If I ask questions, I'll waste everyone's time. I just ask my friends after class.
Well, it's the teacher's job to teach us. Besides, there may be other people with the same question.
I never thought of that.
We're almost out of time, Ken. And I want to read this page again before math starts.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It was nice talking with you.
Well, what happened?
Huh? I couldn't tell her. Not in front of everybody. I'll find another way.
Now, let's find out more about what Ken and Saki are saying. We'll ask you 2 questions.
Right. The first question is, if Ken has a question in class, what does he usually do? If Ken has a question in class, what does he usually do?
Riku?
He usually asks his friends after class.
Very nice. The answer is, he asks his friends after class.
Everyone, let's practice saying the answer. He asks his friends after class. Great job.
Yeah.
And your answer was great too, Riku.
You included the word usually, which was great. Very nice. Okay, here's the next question. If Saki has a question in class, what does she usually do? If Saki has a question in class, what does she usually do? Riku?
She usually asks the teacher in class.
Very nice. You used usually again. Great. The answer is, she raises her hand and asks the teacher. If you just said, she raises her hand, or she asks the teacher, or, as Riku said, she usually asks the teacher in class, you did a great job.
Right. Let's try saying the answer. She raises her hand and asks the teacher. Good job.
It seems like Saki actively participates in class and Ken doesn't.
Conversation strategy.
Today's conversation strategy is saying something nice about someone.
These are expressions you can use when you want to say you like something about someone.
Riku, if you watched a really good drummer playing, what might you say to him or her?
Wow! You are so cool.
Nice, that's great. Let's look at two more expressions from this week's dialogue. The first one is,
I really like how you X. I really like how you X.
yes. This means, I think the way you do X is great.
Right. In the dialogue, Ken says to Saki, I really like how you participate in class.
Yeah, he means, I think the way you participate in class is great.
In this expression, X is an action, something you do, like participate.
Or play, or use, or make, or sing. Hana, I really like how you sing.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, everyone, let's practice Ken's line. Ready? I really like how you participate in class. Very good.
Riku, imagine you're talking to that great drummer again. Try using I really like how you X.
I really like how you play the drums.
Oh, very good. Great job.
Yeah, that was nice.
Okay, here's one more expression.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that.
When you want to do something like someone else, you can say, I wish I could do that.
In the dialogue, Ken says he likes the way that Saki participates in class by raising her hand. He says, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. Ken wishes that he could raise his hand more in class. Okay, everyone, let's practice. Ready? I wish I could do that. Great job.
Riku, imagine that drummer does something really cool on the drums that you want to learn. What might you say?
I wish I could do that.
That's great.
Great job.
Everyone, that's it for today. Riku, it seems like Saki and Ken are very different. Do you think they will be able to become friends?
I don't know. But I want to cheer Ken.
You want to cheer for Ken?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to cheer for Ken.
That's very nice.
Yes, go Ken.
Go Ken. Tomorrow, we'll talk more about why Ken prefers not to ask questions in class. So, until then,
Bye.
Bye.